Hello, welcome to today's class. Today's topic is intelligence. Intelligence is an ability that makes a difference between animals and human beings. It is the major difference between animals and human beings in the sense that human beings have this cognitive or the mental ability with which they can reason, discriminate, understand, adjust, and face new situation and respond to new situations appropriately. So, in order to understand what is intelligence, its meaning, let us examine some of the definitions given by various psychologists. The famous psychologist Thorndike says intelligence is the power of good responses from the point of view of truth or fact. That means according to Thorndike, intelligence is the ability to give a good response to the situation. And one more psychologist, Dharma, says an individual is intelligent in the proportion that he is able to carry on abstract thinking. That means, so a person is said to be intelligent when he is able to carry out abstract thinking. And the famous Jean Piaget says intelligence is the ability to adapt to one's surroundings. That means as the situations, as the surrounding changes accordingly, the person also changes himself, adapt himself to survive or to be at a beneficial position. Then, according to Westler, he has given a more comprehensive definition. He says intelligence is the aggregate or global capacity of an individual to act purposefully, to think rationally, and to deal effectively with his environment. I repeat once again, it is a complete definition of intelligence. We can say, according to him, intelligence is the aggregate or global capacity of an individual to act purposefully, to think rationally, and to deal effectively with his environment. Then, according to Binet and Simon, intelligence is judgment, good sense, initiative, the ability to comprehend and reason well, and to adapt oneself to circumstances. So, all these definitions by various psychologists seem to be somewhat different, but in general they agree at certain points. They agree in certain points, or you can say they have some common points, and those points include that intelligence is the mental ability, or you can say mental capacity or a mental energy present in an individual. Second point, that this mental capacity helps the individual of in manipulating the things, objects or events in his environment. Why? In order to adapt as successfully as possible. This is the second common point in these all definitions. And the third point is the mental energy or the capacity present in a person can be judged only in terms of quality of his behavior and performance. A person is said to be more intelligent when his behavior, when his performance, when his response to a situation is better, fruitful, and beneficial to him. So, on the whole, intelligence has three aspects. That is the ability to learn, ability to carry out abstract thinking, ability to adjust to environment. I repeat, an intelligence has three aspects: ability to learn, ability to carry out abstract thinking, and the ability to adjust to environment and respond to it. All these aspects are very much interrelated. Intelligence, therefore, is a global capacity that is present in all living beings. All living beings have intelligence, but the intensity or the quantity of intelligence varies, and the functioning of intelligence has certain characteristics. Some of them are as follows. The characteristics of intelligence include: the first one, intelligence is not distributed equally among all human beings. That means all human beings have a certain amount of intelligence, but they are not gifted with equal amount of intelligence. It has been found that it is based on the principle of normal distribution, and the majority of the people are at the average, and a very few bright, and a few are very dull. That means to say, most of the human beings fall under average intelligence, or they have average intelligence, and only few have very bright intelligence, and very few have very dull intelligence. And the second characteristic of intelligence is there are wide individual differences with regard to intelligence. So no two human can have a similar or equal amount of intelligence. No two individuals possess equal mental energy, and there is a variation within an individual he, in himself, from age to age and from situation to situation. A person at certain age may have less intelligence, and at certain age may have more intelligence, and he may respond to a situation in a specific way, and at another time he may respond to a situation in a different way. And the third point is intelligence grows vertically. That means to say, it increases with the age. Up to a certain age, up to adolescence, the intelligence increases vertically. Later on, it is only horizontal in development. That is, it does not grows vertically. Intelligence does not keeps on increasing throughout the age or throughout the life. It increases up to adolescence. After that, the curve of intelligence is horizontal. That is, in terms of accumulation of knowledge, acquisition of skills, and depth in understanding. And the third characteristic is the quality, quantity, and the growth of mental ability is not affected by gender differences. So, women may be in a class, you may find girl children more intelligent than boys. You will get boys more intelligent than girls, or a race or a culture doesn't make any difference in having quality and quantity of intelligence. That means to say, the gender, the race, and culture does not affect the mental ability or cognitive ability or the intelligence of human beings. Then let us now discuss the concept of mental age, chronological age, and intelligence quotient, or IQ as it is commonly known as. The intelligence of a person is measured by intelligence quotient, or IQ, and IQ is calculated based upon the chronological age and the mental age. So let us see what is uh, mental age and chronological age. First, chronological age is the age based upon actual age of the person, or you can say it is age of a first person based upon the date of birth, you can say simply. And the mental age, the term was first used by Binet. Mental age is based upon our intellectual development. This concept can be clarified through the following example. Suppose there is a test which has 100 questions, and suppose the majority of the students uh, who, who whose age is 13 years and 6 months answer successfully 50 questions, then any individuals individual who earns a score of 50 regardless of his chronological age will be said to have a mental age of 13 years and 6 months. That means even if a child with a chronological age of 10 years scores 50 in the above mentioned test, uh, then his mental age is considered as 13 years 6 months, even though he is 10 years with respect to his chronological age. So next, the intelligent quotient. See, IQ is measured. This term was initiated by the German psychologist William Stern and put into wide practice by Terman. So it is appear to Stern that if a child was 6 years old, that is chronological age, but could do what an 8-year-old normal does, he would be 8 over 6, or you can say 1 is to 33 as bright as the average. And in this way, he made a ratio, that is mental age over chronological age, MA over CA, measure as a measure of the rate of mental development of an individual. The ratio was given the name intelligence quotient. To do away with the decimal points, the ratio was again multiplied by 100, and thus the formula to calculate IQ arose. And the formula to calculate IQ is equal to mental age divided by chronological age into 100. That is, IQ is equal to MA over CA into 100. So this is all about the introduction and definition to intelligence, and the concept of mental age, chronological age, and the concept of IQ. So using this formula, we can calculate the IQ of a person. So like this video, please subscribe and share. Do comment on this video. Thanks for watching.